But literally, after those the products, those products held me up till I graduated. And after graduation, I was like, okay, well, I have a choice here. I really didn't have a choice, but I have a choice. I was thinking about either no college or college. Now, parents weigh heavy in on this whole college thing.
Absolutely.
So literally, parents held me up at gunpoint. It was like, yeah, you're going to college, basically. So I was like, I told them over and over, like, I really don't want to go to college. Like, I really know what I want to do. At the time, it was just fueled by faith.
Yeah.
And I was still working at YMCA at the time.
Yeah.
And I started doing personal training. So it was just fueled by faith, fitness.
Yep.
Fueled by faith, fitness. My parents really wanted me to go to college. So I was like, they're not going to let me get out of it. So I started going to YSU freshman year.
What'd you go for?
Exercise science.
Yeah.
Went for exercise science my first 2 years. And I switched over to business for my last semester.
Yeah.
But I did kinesiology for 2 years. Exercise science. It was good. I mean, I had classes, good professors, I guess.
Yeah. Did you stay in though, or did you drop out? What did you do?
I dropped out. I ended up dropping out.
College dropout.
Yep, college dropout. So
Kanye gonna be talking about you soon.
I can fit that in my bio. I did just to fit in my
Former
bio.
college dropout.
Exactly. Former college dropout. Millionaire.
So you were doing Fueled by Faith, going into your first year of college. Did you take a year off or anything, or did you go straight in?
I went straight in. I dove straight in.
All right.
Dove straight in. I was like, okay, well, my parents want me to go, so I'm just going to go now. Because I already knew in my mind, if I would have took a year off, I wouldn't have won at all.
Yeah.
At all. So I really enjoyed my first 2 semesters. First 2 semesters that
what
first
do you mean
year.
by that? Like partying or like, no?
Yeah, like
yeah.
Everything. So I was so locked in my first 2 semesters, it wasn't even funny.
Yeah.
I was like, so I really came up with a plan. I wrote it down. I was like, grind during the week, finish all my work, and then party on the weekend.
Yeah.
So first 2 semesters, I had this spot in, I'm trying to remember the hall on YSU. I think it's the Beagley Center.
Okay.
But they literally had like private cubicles or something like that to where you can study and do everything else. That's why I did all my homework.
Yeah.
So I would do all my homework during the week, get off, go to the YMCA to work.
Yep.
After, so maybe around like 4 o'clock, 4 to close, 2 to close, something like that. And I scheduled all my classes in the morning. So I had 8 a.m.s, 9 a.m.s till like 1 or 2. And I was able to go do that, go to class, went home, showered, went to the Y, and worked till close. But that was kind of the lifestyle from Monday through Friday during the week, during those, like, till I dropped out.
Yeah. So did you have any time then to work on it, or
to work on the brand?
Yeah.
So that was the thing. After I got off work from the Y, it was me clocking back into work at home.
Yeah.
So I would do, at night I would do designing work, talk with manufacturers, think about, getting all your stuff from China and Pakistan and things like that internationally. I can talk to them at 12 o'clock at night, and then it'd be 12 o'clock noon for them. Yeah. So that's where I got most of my conversations and most of my work done. So I was a night bug. So from like 12 to 2, 3, Yeah. I was getting it. During that time, it was the whole Gary Vee era.
Yeah.
Hustle.
You work your 9 to 5 and you go home, work 7 to 2.
Exactly. And then go sleep your 6 to 7 hours.
Or you go do it all over again.
Yep. I learned from him. It was like, how much work are you going to put in when you're awake? Because people complain about, I don't have time. Well, what are you doing when you're awake? Yeah. Are you wasting time?
Always.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of people. Like, what are you doing with your time when you're weak? So, yeah, that was the kind of the lifestyle. I really would do class, work when I got off of work. Yeah. And repeat Monday through Friday.
See, I had a better gig than you because I was at the Y, but I was sitting at a desk. Yep. So, like, if we were dead, I was working on my own stuff.
Exactly.
Always.
Exactly. And that was the one part that I really tried. I remember having the desk.
Yeah.
that sat in front upstairs on the second floor, and I would do work. And I would have my laptop for a couple of weeks until they were like, yeah, this desk is not going to be here anymore. I was like, okay, just take away my will to actually, you know, work.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it'd be downtime. You know, nobody's there. Nothing. Everything's clean.
Yeah.
So I always sit there. I'm like, oh, this is wasting time. And I hate wasting time.
Yeah.
But, you know, it made me money, you know, less than, you know, $1,000 a month. But
brought you an income.
Yeah, at that time, it was a lot of money. So, yeah, I did, like, far as my college career went, I did 2 years of kinesiology. And then I did a semester of business. That was before I dropped out. So the 2 years of kinesiology, they're great. I mean, I learned, you know, a lot. I had a lot of electives, more of a physical classes than anything else. So I really didn't learn anything mentally.
Like salsa.
Like salsa, dancing. Like they literally had a walking class. I kid you not. Literally, for credits, they had a walking class. But I wanted to do something a little more exciting. So I think I took cycling, meditation, yoga. Yep. Those are great classes.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah, those were great classes. I mean, I didn't have to learn anything. It wasn't anything like mentally challenging.
So you decided to, you switch to business. And then, so you decided to switch to business. Why again?
Yeah. I was already certified as a personal trainer.
Yeah. You don't need no degree.
I don't need a degree to do that. So literally, it's funny. Because even at the Y and stuff like that, people with, or me being certified with 2 certifications, and then somebody with a bachelor's degree made the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what was the point? So literally, that was telling me, okay, here's your future. You're going to be making 50 more cents because you have a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, that's not going to work for me.
No.
I was like, yeah, that's not going to work for me. So I was like, yeah, let me switch. Maybe I need to switch. Maybe I need to change. So I was like, okay, maybe I can do business. Since I'm in business already, it can teach me a lot more than what I already know.
Yeah. A lot more useful stuff for what you were doing, too.
Exactly. So I made that switch, went down to the business administration, made the switch.
Grind focus. That's what you switched to, right? Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yep.
I never thought of that before.
Exactly.
Just raw footage.
Yep, just raw footage.
Here we go.
Just raw footage. Just. But I really switched it. I switched it.
All right. So you switched it. Sorry. I'm not trying to keep cutting you off. Go for it.
No, you're good. But, yeah, I switched to business. And, okay, it was like my first semester. It was like freshman year all again. I'm like, okay, new start, fresh start. First couple of business classes was just intro business classes. You know, those pre-electives or those electives, prerequisites. For the whole course, and I decided to do a 2-year degree. I was like, okay, I can get my I even forgot what
associates.
Yes, associates degree.
Yeah.
College dropout.
College dropout.
College dropout. I don't even know my degrees anymore. I could get my associate's degree in business.
Yeah.
Like it was 2 years degree. It was a 2-year degree. I looked at the course for 2 years. It's pretty simple as far as the classes. So I was like, okay, I can do that. First semester is going good. I'm sitting in class, you know, they're talking about, I get just business terms, and, you know, the basics. Yeah. And I'm sitting there, and I'm asking that. I asked my professors, this was the wrong question to ask them, but I asked my professors, I was like, because I actually thought, I was like, so what, you know, I'm in business, I do business. Yeah. A couple other people in the classes had small businesses doing stuff like that. Literally asked my professors, like, okay, so what businesses did you start before you started doing teaching? And literally all of them said they have never ran a business in their entire life.
That's crazy.
So that told me they literally went to school for business, didn't do any type of business, but went to school to be a business teacher. That right there told me, like, literally somebody's teaching me how to run a business and they have never run a business themselves. Yeah. I was like, okay, that was my key to get the hell out of there. Yeah. That was my key. So I literally told, I I did that for a couple of weeks. I was still in class, just sitting there.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was just contemplating. I was just sitting there in class, like, why am I here?
Yeah.
I literally contemplated for like 2-3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Went to class. I didn't even open up my notebook or my book or anything like that for the next 3 weeks. Not that I have books anyway, because I'm not paying for that. I literally, my last semester, I didn't pay for a book at all. If it wasn't online, like a PDF, I was like, yeah, no. But I didn't literally take any notes or anything. I sat there for the last 3 weeks. And I was literally telling like a couple people in the class, a couple dudes that I was sitting next to in class, I was like, I'm not going to be here for that much longer. That's what I literally told them that.
Yeah.
And I gave my whole spiel in class. I think one time, I think she wanted us to stand up and tell us like our goals and dreams. And I was telling the class like, listen, I'm already doing what I want to do. Like I really don't have no reason to be here. So if you guys want to see me next week, I'm gone. And literally the next week, I dropped out.
Yeah.
I withdrew from all my classes. I did have to finish one business class in order for me to not pay a stupid amount of money.
Yeah.
I think I did that. So I stayed in that one class for the rest of the semester. And I didn't have any other classes. So I literally had that one class a week.
Was it valuable?
No.
No. Well, you remember what it was?
Intro to business.
Intro to business.
Introduction to business.
Hey.
Something like that. That was intro to business. I think I had microeconomics, macroeconomics, all kinds of business classes.
Business words.
Yeah. But after that, I was done. After that 1 week, I dropped out.
Dropped out.
College dropout.
And now you're doing PT.
I'm doing
still.
I'm not doing any PT whatsoever.
No PT.
No physical training. I do have some clients that actually still want to work with me, but I just tell them like I'm not doing it. I refer them to other people, other trainers. But as of right now, I'm just doing Fuel by Faith, and then I recently started another business venture, and then I'm teaching one class a week at the YMCA, which is a group fitness class.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it.
You want to elaborate on that new business venture?
Yeah. So last year around this time, actually, I think it's going on my 1 year anniversary.
Hey.
I started doing video, like videography. I did photography a year before that. So I started in 2019. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
2019, I started doing photography. And that's what kind of kicked off my career. So I did photography because I was like, I'm not going to pay anyone to come in and take pictures for my brand because, for one, I don't have the overhead for that. I don't have the capital for that.
Absolutely.
I don't have the profit for that, so I'm just going to do it myself. So I bought myself a camera. What was my... I think it was... Canon. The Canon SL2 was my first camera I ever bought. Canon SL2. It was like I remember it was like a vlog style camera. It had a flipper out screen.
Yeah.
Because they had the flip out screen and everything like that. But far as that, like I literally used that when I went on the trip to Europe.
Yeah.
I forgot to say that was a kind of a camera I had for a while. I used that and I vlogged in Europe. So I vlogged in Europe, and then I had an editor actually edit it for me during high school at the time. And because I didn't know what I was doing at all.
Yeah.
So I had somebody edit it. I literally, those videos are still on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I literally have the travel vlogs. I literally named it the best travel vlog ever.
Ever. No competition.
No,
man. People are like, they're trying. No.
Not even close. So I vlogged the whole 12 days, but skipping back to 2 years later, 2019.
Yeah.
I started doing photography. So outside of my brand, so I would take product pictures and stuff from my brand. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not that bad. Literally had a Canon SL2 with a 50mm lens on it.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Dude, photography is the thing.
Yeah.
Because, like, people think, like, you got to have an eye, and it helps, but, I mean, you don't. Anyone can do photography.
Put it on auto and press a button.
That's all it is. It's not it's a nice side hustle that you could have, and, like, that's why I feel like every girl in high school is like, yeah, I do photography too.
Now
you got Visco, okay, you know, like that kind of thing. But I mean, photography is a great way to introduction to that. So you started doing photography, and you said you were doing it for your brand.
Yes.
And then just other things on the side, right? Like what, senior pics and stuff like that?
Senior pictures. And then another thing that I skipped over is during this whole time, I forgot to add that in there, that during college, those 2.5 years that I did college, I would do video for parties, like local parties, like house parties, downtown, like clubs, things like that.
Yeah.
I would do like recap videos of parties. So I did that. That's what kind of started my real video career, was me doing those like 1 minute videos. I literally did those videos. I would do it, I remember Thursday night, pretty sure. Thirsty Thursdays.
Yeah.
Thirsty Thursdays. Friday night they have parties, and Saturday night. So literally I'll probably at least do one video a week. Excuse me.
No, you're good.
One video a week. And I did that for about 2 years, 2.5 years. So all the way up till I dropped out, I did those videos. And I would do basically the party guy in the city, his name was Brandon Rios.
Okay.
We went to Hubbard, and I didn't know who he was at all until we met the one time. I think I did one video for him. I think I started off with a free video or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I would do a free video for him, and then I did a free video for Mason, aka DJ Maze Face.
Hey,
a lot of people know who he is. Owner of Relay Stout in Liberty.
Okay.
So shout out to you guys, by the way. I did those free videos for them, and that kind of started off my video career.
Yeah.
So I went to class in the morning, all the way up to 2. Went to work, 2 to close. Then all the way up till it was time for me to go to those parties, it was around 11, 12 o'clock. I would do work on brand stuff.
Yeah.
And then from 12 to like 3, 4 in the morning, I would cover those parties on the weekends.
Yeah.
So during the weekend, once I started making money, I started doing those videos for $50, $100. I think I maxed out like $100 a video during that time. And I was like, okay, well, now I'm making close to $1,200 a month.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is something I can,
yeah,
I can groove with, because it was enough money for me to eat Chick-fil-A during the week.
That's right.
At YSU on campus.
That's where your priorities are at. Let me tell you what.
Exactly.
Chick-fil-A's there for you and nobody else is.
Exactly. Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, hot hands, all on campus.
You get it? You feel like when you eat it, it's like you get Christ in your heart immediately.
Exactly.
Like it's like just one bite.
The Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit, you're filled, bro. Like you're good. Like
you're good.
Next time you step into church, like everybody's like, whoa, big man on campus. Like slow down.
Yeah, that's how.
Like you don't even bleed regular blood anymore. It's like Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce. Polynesian sauce.
Polynesian. Yeah, there you go. That's
sauce.
Better.
So literally, that was I did that until I dropped out. So that kind of started my video career. But that kind of all just me doing photography.
Yeah.
Doing those house party videos.
This is 2019, right?
Yeah, 2019, 2020.
Okay.
2019, 2020. It's funny because the amount of progress that I made from then to now, like my timing is off, because I've always thought it'd take a lot. I thought this was like a couple years ago. Like,
yeah.
In reality, this is last year.
Yeah.
So,
dude, it's crazy.
It's crazy because I'm the type of person that really don't slow down and realize what I've done.
Yeah.
Probably over that time, but during my college career, I did those photos. I started doing portrait photography, started taking pictures of people, started working with models, and I did that all the way up till last year. I keep saying 2020.
You're good.
2020, last year, right before COVID. I even created a studio in my bedroom. I had a studio in my basement. Not in my basement.
We in the basement right now.
We're in the basement right now. But I wanted to be a little less creepier in my room, which is now still creepy because my bed was right there too. So literally, I had my bed.
Was that your like pickup line at party? Hey, you want to come see my studio?
Free photo shoot. Free photo shoot. Yeah, you're not allowed to have clothes after this point. No, just playing.
You working with models?
Yeah. No, but I had my studio on the left side of my bedroom, and my bedroom was on the right. So I literally had a backdrop. I think it was like 3-4 feet
Mm-hmm.
wide backdrop. And it was a 6 foot tall, 6.5 foot tall backdrop. I had different colors, things like that. I would do studio work in there.
Yeah.
I learned a lot off of YouTube. I say to a lot of people, like I literally have a doctorate degree from YT Tech, aka YouTube.
That's right.
YouTube University.
I'll tell you what, you can learn anything.
I literally learned how to run both of my businesses off YouTube, so I cannot complain at all.
Well, you can learn how to skin a pig if you need to. You know,
Everything.
if you're in a pickle.
Just random things. Very random things.
You're trying to learn how to fart but be silent about
Right.
it. You can figure it out. YouTube's
It's
like,
literally on YouTube.
dude, just take this pill, you'll be good.
Everything you need is on YouTube.
2 ibuprofen, 1 Advil, you'll be good. Like never again.
The formula. No, but that kind of started off my career was doing the portrait photography.
Yeah.
And then doing those videos for those college kids in college.